Hotter.
Yeah.
But I don't want to do that yet.
I'm
I'll wait till the end if I
waiting.
can.
So, like I said earlier,
Wait, it lets you know pretty quickly.
yeah, it gets you. Hello and welcome to Heated Night, where we tackle 4 wings and 4 questions from mild to crazy hot. My name is Chris Featherling. I'm the Instructional Technology Coordinator here at Lincoln Way Central. Today's guest is one of our English teachers, freshman, sophomore class sponsor, and one of the best, kindest, and most helpful teachers here at LWC, Mrs. Nowicki. Welcome, Mrs. Nowicki.
Thank you.
To Heat of the Night. Thank you so much for being on. So how do you do with spicy foods, and what in the world made you want to come on this show?
I have one of the students who organized this in class, so I thought, why not go ahead and do it since he is really proud of it. And then spicy foods, I feel optimistically and maybe naively confident, and I'm probably not going to regret, maybe.
So you're feeling good.
I did.
You're feeling pretty good.
I did until a couple hours ago.
Well, let's go ahead and dive into Wing 1, which is the classic. This one's a good one.
Yeah. That's no problem. See,
Light start.
confident.
We're fading into this. We're fading into it. So I know from working here, that you're a beloved member of the English department by both your colleagues and your students specifically. And you've been at LWC this is your 7th year here in this building. But your first year teaching at Lincoln Way is actually at Lincoln Way North, the year North opened. So what was it like starting as a brand new teacher in a brand new building? And how have you changed as a teacher since then here at Lincoln Way?
I think first year, brand new building would be, you had to create your own history. You had a chance and pressure to create some really fun traditions.
Yeah.
And then new teacher, also just trying to figure out your own way of doing things, and super busy with sports and coaching. But it was fun. It was challenging that first year, no seniors, but they, I think, also enjoyed deciding what traditions they want to do, and you're the first one for everything. And so lots of chances to grow or kind of just experience something that I'll probably never do again.
Yeah.
Opening a building.
What classes have you had when you've been here at Lincoln Way? Because I'm sure it's a variety. And how has the transition been from when you started to now with some of your classes?
Started with freshmen, sophomores, which I liked. It's fun. Freshmen are wide-eyed and it's all new. And then moved to sophomores and juniors, and I enjoyed that. Different just life realizations and conversations. And then
you like see them mature a little bit.
And then eventually now I have juniors and seniors, and it's fun to have seniors too, because you get to talk about the life after Lincoln Way and your goals, and same thing, a little bit more mature understanding of choices and consequences.
Yeah, you get that like young adult to adulthood. Well, that's awesome. Well, let's go ahead and jump into wing number 2, Los Calientes. And my wife, who's a Spanish teacher, gives me a hard time about my pronunciation every time on this show.
I like that. Little kick. I like it.
Little kick. It's got that good taste. We haven't touched the drink yet.
I don't mind. Yeah.
We're not. Yeah, we haven't touched. We're doing good.
Once you start, it gets worse.
So I've heard through the grapevine that you're a huge Notre Dame football fan. I'm not as much. But how did your love for Notre Dame football start, and what have been some of your favorite moments as a fan of Notre Dame football?
Started with my dad and my grandpa, so kind of just that's what you grew up watching, and I don't even remember making the choice, and so just then became really enjoyed just the games and your Saturday afternoons before they went prime time a lot.
Yeah.
My favorite memory would probably be, I don't know how many years ago now, but surprising my dad with tickets.
That's so
went when he was little, and then it was like decades and decades, and so I decided to go, and my mom called and was like, he's planning out the whole day and what time the parade is and what time this is, so it's kind of nice to be able to be on the like Christmas morning giving side
Yeah.
of that. And
Oh,
it's
that's so special. That has to be so special to your family because you guys are. Is just everyone Notre Dame fans? Is that just how it goes in your family, or like?
on that side, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, my mom, not my mom. She's a Cubs fan and
Oh, there you
doesn't
go.
know a lot about sports. But she's a diehard Cubs fan. Same thing. Maybe Notre Dame by default, but
Yeah, I feel like when it comes to sports, like people get their team and like
Yeah, that's
you're
it.
stuck with it because
I
I'm a
know,
Cubs
and
fan.
it's-
I've been stuck forever.
and it's hard because Notre Dame doesn't do good.
No, yeah, they've
primetime
struggled,
games.
but they're getting better. They have had a couple good years. All right, let's go ahead and go to 3,
Okay.
which this one it picks up a little bit. It's a jalapeno, and Ms. Nowicki said she likes jalapenos, so that was where this choice came from. So let's give this one a go.
Sorry.
It's got like
It
a
lingers.
sweetness
Wait,
to it.
Yeah. I almost think the other one bigger kick than that one. But this
You can taste the jalapenos, but it's not.
coming.
It's not as it's not as spicy.
That's
good though. It tastes good. I'm not
that
used
one.
to the hot ones actually tasting good.
No.
So that actually tastes
would
good.
eat that.
Yeah, that's like a good sauce. So you're blessed with your 2 wonderful children, your daughters, who will both be Linkaway students someday, roaming the halls all over the place, and your husband Mitch, Mr. Nowicki, who's also a teacher at LUC. So what is it like to work with your husband, number one, and how does family life mix with teaching, coaching, sponsoring clubs, and everything that goes along with your own children in addition to that?
Teaching with the husband, it's funny. We don't see each other much. We don't drive together. It always kind of shocks students. Like, oh, you probably drive together. We're like, no, I'm a morning person. He's not. So it's best that I don't talk his ear off. So it's nice in the event of kid gets sick, you get those phone calls, I gotta go, or something happens, and you can run and just sometimes faster than calling.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's fun to have that common understanding of students and teachers, and kind of creates that community and family a little bit more.
So you probably have a lot of the same students since you
Yeah.
both teach the juniors, seniors.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's fun. I hear I'm not the funny one. I hear that a lot. So
I disagree.
I'm the nice one, but not the funny one.
I disagree. So my wife's also a teacher, so I feel like it's easier because we like know each other's schedules and
Yeah.
like we know what each other go through. Like,
Crazy days, you just say okay and wait for them
correct.
to talk.
When there's times where you got to listen and times where you got to talk, like I feel like that's great. So like, what is it like? Like since we talked about schedule, like what is it like the family life? Because your kids are busy and you guys are busy, and like how do you guys make that work, especially in your household trying to survive? I know
Getting busier with the kids, as you know too. They're getting more involved, but kind of figure it out. And it's nice. Our girls love everything here, and they love coming to football games or volleyball games last week, and they like going to watch. They call them Daddy's Boys. I don't know if they understand that they graduate and leave and it's a new set, but they enjoy going to the baseball games, and just again volleyball and football and yelling going nights, and getting them out to a basketball game last season. So they look at this as like this is part of them too, and I think that's pretty cool to be able to have that same thing, common ground of just throw on a coat, let's go.
Yeah, I feel like both our kids, like they grow up Linkaway kids.
Yeah.
And it's like so fun. And for the whole community, like you think about football games, how many kids are at the games, and basketball games and baseball games and softball games and this and that. That's so cool. So in addition with your kids, you're also busy because you are the athletic director at St. Joe's, where both your daughters go. So what is that like, and how has that affected your life?
Beginning start is a lot of new changes. But kind of, I used to coach softball, volleyball, and they needed somebody to help. So I maybe again foolishly, naively, optimistically jumped in.
Or being a good parent.
Yeah. And that was it. They want to do volleyball and maybe basketball.
Yeah.
So figure I can give it a try. And they love it. So I think if they didn't like it, it'd be harder to stick with it. But they like going to work concessions. And my second grader, it's a little bit, not a bragging point, but she thinks it's pretty cool that mom helps run athletics.
For right now.
Yeah. She did remind me 7 more summers and she'll be in high school. And that was a little bit of and then in 7 summers, I won't be cool, as you know.
Oh, that's so
we
funny.
won't be they'll have friends and we won't see them.
That's how it goes. Well, you do such a great job, and I know your husband obviously too. So like you do such a good job as a teacher, mom, athletic director.
Thank you.
You're killing it. So now we get to our last wing and our last sauce, and this one's called the last dab. So what we do is we put one extra dab.
Okay.
You don't have to if you don't want.
No,
and I would go light. Like don't get crazy. Like Dr. McNamara came on here and she like accidentally poured a ton, and I'm trying to only get a little bit.
Okay.
There you go.
You.
See if you can just get a little bit on there. Watch the pour.
I was gonna say you had it.
Comes out. Oh, that's perfect.
That's good. That's okay.
So last one, the last dab.
Last cheer.
This is where the heat starts.
Hotter.
Yeah.
But I don't want to do that yet.
I'll
wait till the end of the can.
So, like I said earlier.
Wait, it lets you know pretty quickly.
Yeah, it gets your throat. It starts hurting. You've been at Lincoln Way North and Central, and no knock on all their schools in our area, but we have something in this building that's like pretty incredible, and we're so lucky. But for you, as a member of English and the sponsor and your coach, what's your favorite part about being a part of the Lincoln Way Central family?
I think almost, if you look at North and you start something here, he has so much history and already established traditions. It's cool to continue that while adding different touches through different administrators or ideas being brought in. I think, though, the really cool thing is our students, they get really excited about getting behind each other. I even think last year our soccer team, boys soccer, made a good run, and first hour it was like everyone was ready to go to that game. So it's cool to be still part of a student body that is so excited to get behind each other and have that school spirit, and they look forward to being excited about stuff. So it's fun. And our staff too, everyone is excited to just be part of and continuing the traditions and legacies, and that's pretty neat.
I feel like when I talk to people who teach all over the place, like something I hear all of a sudden is like kids are like, they're like ashamed to be like into school.
Yeah.
Like to like their school. Like it's so odd. I have friends say that all the time, and I'm always like, why? I don't like feel that here. Like I feel like everyone likes being a part of Central. Like on Fridays, there's red and black everywhere and like stuff like that. So yeah, we're so lucky. It's so special because we have so many good kids. So we made it all the way through without drinking anything. So my mouth is like totally on fire. But thanks to Mrs. Nowicki for joining us on this episode of Heat of the Night, where we tackle tough questions and even tougher wings. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you, Mrs. Nowicki, for being with us.
Yeah, thanks.
Thanks for watching. The one thing I want to shout out, Devin Smith, who is our lead director of this show, and Kyle Pearson, who's the producer. They are so incredible at this show. This is all student run. I just get to get up here and talk for a little bit with awesome people, and they do all the work. So shout out to them. They are incredible. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great night.